The Ashes series of 1994-95 saw Warne produce another stunning performance. After career best figures of 8 for 71 in the first test, he took a hat-trick at the MCG in the second match of the series. Warne continued to dazzle on the cricket field until Australia's tour of India in 1998. By this time, he was troubled by an injured shoulder, and the master batsman Sachin Tendulkar took a heavy toll of his bowling.
Indian players have always played Shane Warne and leg spinners very well, and you know, a lot of people say that his record against India is a black mark against him, but I think he got to give credit where it's due, and they just played him that so much better than anybody else.
After having surgery on the shoulder, Warne was forced to sit and watch as the new leg spinner Stuart MacGill took the limelight. With Warne struggling for fitness and form, Mark Taylor retired in early 1999, and Steve Waugh became Australian captain. Before Waugh's appointment, there was much media speculation on Shane Warne's suitability for the role.
In a game, where you want to maintain credibility, you've got to see to it that the people that are chosen to lead, whether they're leading England or leading Australia, behave well. And there's no doubt that Shane Warne went through a period where he got caught out, and he was headlines every week for all the wrong reasons. And it's a very, very sad thing, by the way, that he didn't kick on to become captain of Australia, because there's absolutely no doubt that he would have been a wonderful captain.
In the early stages of the 1999 World Cup, Australia performed poorly. Both Steve Waugh and Shane Warne appeared less than secure in their positions. Warne even contemplated retirement. But champions can never be discounted.
It was an incredible tournament, really. I mean, and I think one that modern World Cup tournament organisers would dearly like to replicate again. You had an Australian team that could not afford to lose another game. They had to win every game from where they were to progress, and it was a really rocky road, all the way through to a semi-final against South Africa, which to this day I think shows up on the back of the eyelids of Alan Donald and Lance Klusener at night. The incredible tie in the semi-final, which got Australia through to the final.
Warne continued to bowl solidly as the Australians set new records for consecutive wins in both tests and one-day matches. The consensus was that he was still good, but perhaps no longer great. A finger injury forced Warne out of the 2000-2001 home series against the West Indies. He did enough in the one-day internationals to beat Stuart MacGill for a place on the Tour of India, but he had a poor series.
Once the ball was in his hands, he just loved his job. One of those guys who just loved turning up and bowling. So it was about a contest between you and me, and it was almost enjoyment for him. The pressure aspect was out of the way. It wasn't pressure. It was really about this guy. If he's a skilled batsman, he's going to be a tougher challenge for me. That is what struck me about Shane Warne every time I watch him. Even now, post-retirement, when he has the ball in his hand, he seems a guy who's thrilled. And every ball, there is great intensity.
31 wickets in the 2001 Ashes series solidified Warne's position ahead of MacGill, and his march towards 500 test wickets gathered more momentum with a stunning 78-wicket haul over 12 tests between late 2001 and 2002. But as was often the case, controversy was around the corner. The 2003 World Cup in South Africa was to be Warne's farewell from one-day international cricket. The day before Australia's first game of the tournament, it emerged that Warne had tested positive to a banned drug. He was sent home in disgrace.
Just before the tournament came the shocking news that he'd failed a drugs test. He'd taken a diuretic, which was on the banned list. At age 33, having already taken nearly 500 test wickets, you had to really think that perhaps his career was over.
Without Warne, the Ricky Ponting-led Australians won the tournament without losing a match. Warne was to serve out a 12-month suspension, his career in tatters.